Oh my god. How many times do I have to tell you that I am fucking right? Guess what, dudes and dudettes, boys and girls, children of all age? I am right once again. Okay? I mean, with all these crazy share conversion stories going on, with all this chaos, with all the doomsday talks about how metamaterial is gonna go down to $0 by all these people who doesn't know what they're talking about, well, I gotta say, I'm actually pretty happy to push this video out. And I'm actually pretty happy that the CEO himself actually confirmed my, it's not really my theory, it's just basically common sense from, I think, keep calm and let it squeeze as the conversion keep going on video. I think I posted a day ago or 1.5 days ago. Yeah, guys, these share conversions still going on. Okay, for those of you who are in the British market, for who are in the European market, and some of you in the beaver market, and guys, I love the beaver market. I love all of you who use beaver dollars because I love beavers. Actually, it's one of my favorite animals, other than the unicorn, of course. And well, let me just show you this. Okay, let me just show you this. So if you read this in entirely, right? So first of all, I gotta tell you guys another news about the special dividend. The dividend holder is still not pushed out yet because guess what? Everybody's slow. Okay. The DTC haven't cleared it yet. So for all of you who are on online forum, keep asking me or keep send those questions. It's like, oh my god, where is my special dividend? Where is my special dividend? Oh no, it's a fucking scam. No, it's not a scam, okay? Even though it declared, alright, on the 24th, on the 25th, it's supposed to give it to you. But guess what? Transaction takes forever, cross border, plus, in this case, it's like, okay, I gotta do transaction from Torch to metamaterials. That's from US to Canada, and then from the Beaver country, going back to the Nasdaq also takes some time. That's why I think it's just. I mean, guys, I don't know if I should say this in here or not, because I'm planning to make a video addressing the CEO of metamaterials, and I need your guys' help, or more like need your guys' vote here, okay? Do you guys think I should make that presentation or make a video to talk sort of like so I represent our community and just talk to the metamaterial CEO? Because if I looked at a lot of their press conference shit, and then I saw how they're allocating their money in their balance sheet. And as you can see, I've been doing due diligence for like the entire day because I know a lot of you guys are actually really worried about the price action going on with the stock. But hey, I am actually not worried at all, okay? But going back to the situation with the presentation or letter or a video, we plan to make a video to address the CEO of metamaterials and telling him what we see that are some problems with this company. First of all, they have a really great product. Me and the other dude already did a bunch of diligence on this because we're very familiar with tech and very familiar with the startup environment. And then what we want to talk about, what is wrong with their marketing plan, what is wrong with their pitch, and what is wrong with how are they allocating their money, and how are we going to make it better, and how can we implement a better PR plan and IR plan to make investors better known what they're doing, and to sort of using the Elon Musk model to promote this company so that everybody knows that, oh my god, it's a tech company. It's no longer an oil and exploration company that sucks and got divested over the past 10 years. And by the way, for those of you who are actually interested in what Torch was actually doing for the past like few years, they're actually not really an oil production exploration company. They're literally a placeholder buying asset. And then those four guys, like they literally only have 4 employees, okay? They have 4 employees sitting there and buying assets, and they're waiting for the assets to appreciate and sell them. That's actually pretty smart, okay? So if you guys actually want me to make a video about like what really Torch's business model and what is Torch is really about, and then why does Torch actually go into this merger, comment down below. And also, if you guys have any question, like in this video regarding like all the things I say, like I'm gonna crunch some numbers later on, okay? I know you guys don't like math because you're not as Asian I am, but it's okay because I'm gonna walk you through all of the logic behind the math, and then we're gonna sort of reach a price floor for metamaterials, or like what we call a fair value price floor, and you guys will see. Okay, let's just get first. Let's finish this thing in terms of this special dividend thing. Okay, so you will see your special dividend placeholder will be delivered to your account literally after June 30th. That's literally what this statement is saying, okay? The DTC informed Meta that formal allocation blah 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 should occur on and then about June 30th, 2021, pending the receipts of certain document, blah 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 blah. Once everything is complete, holders of Series A preferred shares, which is our special dividend, should be able to determine appropriate allocation in their individual account. What does that mean? Well, essentially, we're not even going to get our placeholder yet, not until June 30th. Because the DTC still needs to clear the shit, okay? And then usually how long does it take for a DTC to clear? Well, according to our great friend Google, it takes at least 5 to 7 business days. That's literally a week, right? So they finished their merge on the 25th, plus 7. That's already next week, guys. So for those of you who are anxiously waiting for it, don't, because it's not gonna be there like super soon. Because on June 30th, that's where they expect a lot of document to be done, right? So by the end of June 30th, all the documents are done, and then they still need to send memos and invoices to other people's brokerages account. And then by the time your brokerage account actually assign all of your shares to you, guys, it's already next week, boys. So I'm expecting we get this dividend placeholder around like, let's see. So on the 30th they clear, and July 1st is actually Canada Day, okay? I love, Canada Day, it's a holiday, everything's dressed in red, and you see hot chicks on the street, and you go, pick them up, and hopefully they like it, that kind of thing. But anyway, that's a joke. Or maybe it's not a joke. Who knows, right? So I love Canada Day. So July 1st is like, our July 4th. So they have a holiday on Friday. Probably, when you get into the office, probably don't do shit. So the earliest you probably won't see the special dividend around July 5th, which is next Monday. And then around, I think the press conference is at July 6th. Am I right? Maybe or maybe not. But anyways, just don't be anxious. It's gonna get there, okay? And then you're not even gonna get the dividend payment until like later this year because they still have to sell their asset. And I probably will make a video on the appraisal or the very conservative value of how much dividend is gonna be. Since 6 of you, maybe 7, maybe even more of you that commented. I actually look at me and the other dude on the channel actually look at all your comments, and we haven't got a lot of time to really reply to every single one of them, but by maybe the end of the week we're probably gonna reply to every single one of them. But anyways, this is not really the main topic we're gonna talk about here. So we're gonna talk about 2 main topics here. One is about the how long will these share conversions really last, right? And the other one will be the price floor calculation. So let's get into the share conversion. To complete the blah, 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 so basically let's summarize this paragraph. Basically, AST Financials is whoever the financial services that holds the shares of Meta Materials and deal with their financial statements and deal with a bunch of their how many shares were issued, how many shares are outstanding, blah, 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 blah. And they are the ones who allocates and transfer these shares to shareholders. And guess what? AST informed us today that required consolidation and share transfer cannot be completed until on or about Friday, July 2nd. So, for those of you who are in the Beaver country, for those of you who are in Asia, for those of you who are in Europe, well, what can I say? You guys are not gonna get it done by the end of this week, okay? I mean, it's kind of expected. It's just that the hedges are doing some sketchy shit because we can't really do any plays right now, right? So the takeaway with this is all of the share conversion is not completed yet. So technically, the merger is still not done yet, okay? As I said in the previous videos, even though business transactions are done, right? But all of the stock ticker exchange, all of the termination, all the conversion, consolidation is still not done yet, okay? And if you look at MMAT on Yahoo Finance, look at this math, dude. Look at this math. I'm sorry, I need my pen again. I mean, look at this. Okay, look at this. Look at this shit, okay? Look at this. Tell me what you see. Market cap, 0. Because why? Even in the general market terminal, they still don't know what the outstanding shares is. It's not here, okay? It's not even here, guys. It's not even here. I mean, there's volume. There's no accurate data online about short interest. I'm assuming it got carried over because, the other video I talked about the rollover stuff, right? I don't know if we need to take it down yet because we haven't got death threats yet. Maybe we haven't got big enough, but probably when we got big enough, it's probably going to get taken down. And maybe I should also make a margin call stuff. But I feel like all of these things, when I tell you guys, right, I also want to make a video about, because me and the other dude were talking about, because I'm just honest and I don't really give a fuck, so I just make those videos. I can also make a video about why institutional investors and retail investors, we're essentially on two sides of a coin, and there's always going to be conflict of interest. But I feel like when I make that video, I'm going to get in trouble because I'm basically telling you industry secret about why they're making money, but 90% of retail investors are not. So let me know in the comment down below, and if I die in the near future, you guys know who killed me, okay? But also, if you look at there's so many other things to talk about, okay? So basically, all of the data are not transferred, right? And all data is not complete. And then I borrow one of my friends' Bloomberg terminal. If you put into this ticker, it's not even there. So yeah, the merger's done, and it's not done yet, okay? There's shit tons of shit that have to be consolidated to be done. And what did the hedges have been doing, the shorts? Well, they're taking advantage of us. But it's okay, we're gonna get them back. What they're doing right now is they're trying to push the price down as low as possible, so when they decided to cover, which they probably will in the near future, because as you know, okay, let me show you something else, okay? Where's it on the NASDAQ? Okay, what do you see here? On the NASDAQ exchange, metamaterials is considered it in the energy sector. And the industry is oil and gas production. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I don't want to bring Jesus into this topic, okay? Because, he already suffered enough. But hey, look at this, right? As we know, at least 50% of these hedges composed of, majority quants, right? And high-frequency trading. So in those quants computer or in these algorithms, if your sector is energy and oil and gas production, and you just being consolidated and just being merged, right? What's their reaction gonna be? They're gonna dump the stock, guys. Why? Because we've been going green for the past 12 years, and we're gonna go green for the next 10 years. Because one of the most important thing you have to understand is we are almost out of oil reserves. It's not because we love, we hate global warming, which we do. But one of the most pragmatic thing that we have to think about is we're almost out of oil reserves. Okay, that's why we have to go green. We have to go electric. Okay, so if this sector is still energy, it's fucked. So before merger actually completed, and before someone bringing up, maybe I should, but I don't really have the clout yet. So if any of you who knows anyone who works in NASDAQ, just tell them please to change the sector. Even if you just put semiconductor or nano components or something I don't know, general tech is better than this shit, no? And the industry is definitely not oil and gas production. I mean, they're gonna dispose all oil and gas stuff, right, by the end of this year, and it's a total green company, guys. So yeah, everything's so fucked up right now. Okay, there's a time lag between where the general market realizes that metamaterial is the shit, and then they're gonna start FOMO buying, fucking come in as long-term investors or whatever and whatever. And also you have to think about is this company haven't done any real good PR for the past basically forever. Okay, their PR sucks. And then they said their next conference, the tech conference, is July 6th or something random shit. And then comment down below if you think we should. Because I don't really want to get in trouble, but I really, really want to have a heart-to-heart with the CEO. Because I have some great ideas that would boost their shareholder value, which is great for us investors. And B, I just want to see this company be successful, guys. And D, we have experience of dealing with these issues. I mean, just look at our channel, right? We went from an unknown channel to right now we almost have 500 subs in like 2 weeks. And if you look at Metamaterials, a bloody YouTube channel, they only have 600 subs. And then they make these videos are just like bad quality, and I don't want to get into this. I don't want to rant for too long because all of you are stay tuned for the price action. See what I did here? I get you guys to watch until this point so you guys can stay and watch longer and watch my price action. More or less like a price floor analysis. Okay, so for the rant and for a little explosive anger, it's out there. So I'll let it go for now. So as we were scrolling through all our comments, okay, we found this one. Okay, I blurred out his name and his avatar because I don't want him to look bad, and I think he subbed. Every sub is equal in my heart. According to the United States Constitution, everybody's created equal, no matter your color, your race, your gender, your I don't know what else, your age. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But anyways, he said, good luck with that one, and MMAT will be $3 or less by the end of the week. Alright, let me just do some price floor analysis or calculation for him or for all of you. Because I think it's pretty interesting that even if it drops under $3, it's going to bounce back quick. Here's why, okay? Here's why. And I actually laughed at it. Dude number 2 actually was like, holy shit, we got a hater. We love haters also. Because we love proof hater wrong, okay? So here's the thing, okay? So if you look at, can you blur out that part first, like the on the right hand side? Because I don't want you guys to see the numbers yet. Because I know a lot of you, numbers really scares you guys. So just don't look at it, okay? Just ignore it. Don't look at it. Pretend it's not there. So if you look at the CEO King George, and guys, stop calling him King George. He haven't earned the king status yet, okay? Because a lot of decisions he's been making isn't that great. So it's okay. I think I have to make that heart to heart to King George or to Mr. George CEO here, okay? Comment down below what you guys think, okay? So basically, he said on the 21st, right? He said, turn down the investment bank offering $500 million. And guys, this is dollar, not Canadian dollars. So a bought deal. So basically, an investment bank want to buy them, okay? What do we know about investment banks? What do we know about institutional investors? Anyone? They love to make money, and they don't really make bad deals, okay? And as far as my understanding and my connections or my due diligence goes, I know this investment bank is actually quite credible, okay? So in that case, let's just do some calculations. So investment bank A, because I can't really disclose what I found, because the way how I find out isn't that I can't really tell you how I find out, but let's just call it investment bank A. So let's just say investment bank A offered $5 million, okay? So because this $5 million is US dollars, we do the conversion, right? That's about 617 million US dollars. Divided by back then, before the merger, they have 105 million shares. So back then, so basically for the investment banks, the MMATF at least worth $5.48 per share. Okay? Makes sense? Moving on. So those of you are gonna be like, oh my god, back then it's 584. Right now we have twice the amount of the shares, okay? So guess what? Let's just divide by 2, okay? So right now it's worth $2.92 per share. Okay? Okay. You're like, oh my god, that's almost $3. Yeah, it's almost $3. And this is just like bloody conservative price floor. And guess what? From the public offerings that Torch did, they got 250 millions. Okay, so right now we have 268 million ish outstanding shares. But because I like to do all my math in my head, because I'm Asian, I literally got nothing else to do. So what I do is I just do everything in my head, right? So let's just say they have 250 million shares outstanding. So that will worth a dollar per share. If you plus them up, it's already over $3. So whoever that sub is, okay, right now, if you just do the very general financial analysis or due diligence, you will know that the price floor is at least $3.92. And for all of you out there, it's like, oh my god, it's still half of my cost price. No, don't worry about this. Okay, this is literally like the price floor. We don't want to see it reaches this point. If the price actually reaches this point, that means we fucked up. Either we fucked up. Actually, we don't fuck up. Okay, it's probably the CEO that fucked up. Why? Because that means the shorts keep shorting. That means there are no investors, new investors coming in, and it will probably go down to this point. But if you go down to that point, guess what? Great buying point anyways, okay? And also, again, we're not financial advisors. We do not give financial advice. Therefore, everything we say on this channel is for shits and giggles and for entertainment purposes only. All right, we get that over with. Let's go down, okay? But this is not over yet, okay? If I'm just a regular, some regular guy as a regular YouTuber, I'll just be like, oh, I'm done. It's at least $3.92. No, this is a due diligence channel. We do very in-depth due diligence, and because of our experience in doing due diligence and our experience in the financial sector and trading and in the VC and real estate, we also provide you some other values like this. For example, in their balance sheet or financial statement, you actually can find this shit. Okay, I've been grinding all of this shit like for the past, like, I don't know, 8 hours or so. Okay, so then I can condense it into like maybe a 30-minute video or whatever to you guys. Hopefully this video isn't that long. Okay, so if you look at this, okay, so they have in their total liability including long-term debt is about 126 million. Let's just run it up. Okay, let's run up the debt to 127 million. And according to our CEO's press release, which is right somewhere around here, as a result of the transaction as our reason at the market offering, we now have over 160 million in cash and a virtually debt-free balance sheet with blah 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 blah. Okay, all we have to know is $160 million in cash and virtually debt-free balance sheet. So if CEO isn't lying, a virtual free debt balance sheet basically means they cleared the $127 million debt. Okay, that includes other liabilities, but for the ease of doing math, let's just do 127. So 127 debt, and then let's just say all their loans are 2% interest. Okay, and then most of them are somewhere around ranges from 2 years to 10 years. So let's just do the 4 years thing. So the compounding, blah, 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 plus interest. This is a very simplistic model, which is actually probably like overestimated a little bit. That's why I will apply a sort of like a discount later, but you will see. So that will probably worth $137 million that they saved or they cleared, right? So let's do it with the 4% interest rate because a lot of their debt were actually from 2014, 2015. Let's do it at the 10-year mark, though. That's worth about $187 million, like plus interest, plus everything. But then after that, we do an average. The average is 162 million, and we minus the actual debt. So from this clearing debt action, we literally save over 35 million. Okay, that's very safe estimate. So we save $35 million. Let's divide it by our shares. So in a per share basis, we increase our value by 14 cents. Okay, you add it up to the 392. That gives you a 4.06 price floor. All right, makes sense? Great. And then if you read this, you read to here, or if you listen to me to here, you're like, dude, but it's still 4.06. What are we supposed to do? Oh my god, I'm panicking. Guys, it's not over yet, okay? If you look at this bar, there's still more shit, okay? Let's go down, okay? What else do we know? So, one of the things, if you go to a business school, right? They don't really teach you this, but here's what they do in industry, okay? So, if you have 160 million in cash, how much does it actually worth? You guys are gonna be like, dude, what do you mean how much does it worth? 160 million is 160 million, duh. No, that's what they tell you in school. 160 million is 160 million, okay? But 160 million in the hand of a public traded company, in the hand of a free cash flow. Well, all right, let's ask you guys a very interesting question, okay? Why do you think Apple worth that much money? Why? Because they're literally sitting on millions and billions of dollars of cash. And because they have so much cash is king. They can use that cash to make more R&D, to make more investment, to make more money. So that 160 million in cash actually doesn't worth 160 million. It worth way more than 160 million. But so let's do some interesting math here. Okay. So right now, let's just calculate their burn rate. Okay. And maybe in the address to CEO heart to heart video, I'm gonna talk about stuff like, why did they so desperate to make this merger work and everything. I talk about. I see through all these bullshit. All right. But right now, for the sake of this video, let's just analyze their expenses. So let's analyze their expenses. One of their major expenses is their salaries, benefits for their employees, researchers, and patent owners, blah 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 blah. So every 3 months they spend around 1.5 million. Okay. So $1.5 million in Canadian dollars times 0.81. Let's do it in dollars, right? Because as much as I love beavers and all of you in the beaver country, this thing is listed on Nasdaq. We have to do it in US dollars now. So that's 3 months. How many months are there in 1 year? 12 months, right? So times 4, that gives us a $4.86 million per year cost for salaries and benefit, and that's an overestimate. Because we basically give them around, where's my pen? We give them around $200,000 wiggle room, okay? Because in the VC industry, you know that when we give startup money, we always give them some wiggle room because we hate when people come back ask us for bridge money. Remember that word, bridge money, and it's going to be very important in my other videos, so it's going to come up, especially in the video that we're going to address the CEO. I mean, comment down below if you actually want me to make that, because I don't want to get in trouble, and I want you guys to support. If you guys support me of making that video, I will definitely go make it, because I feel like I don't really want to appear as a jackass or a smartass, but I do know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we give them some wiggle room. I like yellow because I'm Asian. Get it? So what about, you're gonna be like, oh my god, what about R&D? What about other expenses, filing fee, blah blah blah. Okay, let's times 2. Okay, let's just say they spend around 9.72 million per year. Okay, so right now they have 160 million divided by that. We give them another discount. Why? Because I expect they will probably spend more money, because Mr. George actually spent money on things that are actually unnecessary, like a bunch of consulting fee for no reason. So we can address that later. So let's do that. Even with that, we will have 11 years of burn rate, guys. 11 years. 160 million will last this company of this size with this kind of operation for around 11 years. Oh my god. How much is 11 years of cash flow actually worth? Well, let's just say, let's just say it's not really a public traded company. Let's just say we're some random guy. We win the lottery. We win $160 million in lottery. We decided to invest in a Virgin fund. For those of you who don't know what a Virgin fund is, Virgin fund basically is Vanguard, right? Vanguard, the index fund that gives you around basically how much the index fund makes, around 4% to 13% per year, because Nasdaq go up by that much. And let's just take a midpoint, let's just say 8%, and then let's just say they don't do shit with this money, right? $160 million I just put into the Virgin fund, and I make about 8% per year for 10 years. You probably the 7.2 year model, right? Like Small's law and everything, you can do it at least doubled. So after 10 years, it's worth 345 million. So right now, the present value of this much is actually worth at least twice the amount of 160 million. Okay. But in reality, if you are a public traded company, as a reasonable, smart, intelligent CEO, or as a reasonable investor, I expect you to make at least 5x return. Okay, I'll expect you at least 5x return in the next, let's just say 8 years. Okay, but the time frame is not important right now, because we're not really doing a discounted cash flow. because I know you guys don't really want me to go over the math of discount and the cash flow. You guys just want to see the number because it's pretty and listen to me talk about it, so then you guys can have some, unbiased opinion on what really is going on. Okay, so let's do the math, and you do that times that equals 800 million. So that right now, the $160 million in cash right now will equals to at least future value of 800 million. So we divide it by 250. That gives us the $3.2 per share reflected on our shares, on our share price. Okay. So you guys are like, but guys, 160 million is technically included in the 50 million stuff that we already counted. So you double counted, dude. You're a fucking liar. No, I'm not a liar. All right, boys. Let's just give it a discount. Let's give it a 20% discount. So that will give you a $2.56. Let's see, $2.56 per share, basically reflected on our shares. So if we add 4.06 from before, you want to see 4.06 right here from before with the 2.56, this gives us a price floor of $6.62. Okay, this is a price floor. Oh my God! Now when we look at the stock price of $7, it doesn't look that bad anymore, does it? Jesus Christ, guys. Please, before you comment down, it's going to go back to $3. Maybe it will happen or maybe it not. But when it really happens, it really, the CEO are fucked up because the company actually worth way more than that, okay? So for those of you who are saying it's undervalued, you guys are right. It's actually pretty undervalued. Because if you compare every other tech company, okay, do you think that our metamaterials is actually worth more than Clove? Of course, dude. Because Clove is not going to be profitable in the next fucking 8 years. This company might even be profitable in the next 2 years. Okay? And you guys are like, so what? It's only 6.62. But guys, we only did the calculation for metamaterials. They merged with Torch. Do you really think Torch doesn't offer any value? Interesting, isn't it? So how much do you really think Torch is really worth, huh? You're like, but they just sold all their assets, so they don't worth anything. Oh yeah, really? How much do you think the Nasdaq listing actually worth? Right? You guys never thought about it, don't you? How much do you really think the Nasdaq listing is really worth? Right? Why do you think a lot of Indian companies, Chinese companies, Japanese companies, companies in Frankfurt, Canadian companies are trying to get listed on Nasdaq? They literally have to do more filing. They have to comply to more SEC shit. They have to comply to US laws, which they're a bunch of shit, and they have to even pay more taxes. Think about it, right? The Nasdaq listing, due to the liquidity of our entire market, and due to the liquidity, the credibility of US dollar, it worth money, right? And I'm not gonna break those down for you guys, because it's almost 9:30. Big boy here kind of want to go to sleep, and I still have another video to make. I'm probably not gonna post it tonight, but this one I'll post it tonight. Because I know all of you out there are waiting for this video to be out, because you guys are so anxious, especially before market opens. And if you look, should I even go on about the price floor analysis anymore? When we've already gone from here, from all of the shit, all the way to here, right? We gotta leave some, I gotta let you guys think by yourself, right? How much do you think Torch is really worth? Just the Torch, not metamaterials, right? Just the Torch segment of this merger. And how much do you think the Nasdaq listing is worth? Okay, comment down below. Okay, this is a very great thoughtful process. I am doing you guys a financial education here, because those questions in business school people don't ask, and these are the questions you're supposed to ask. Okay, so I think that's it. I think I'm gonna conclude this for this video. I think I ended up making another 30-minute video again, but for those of you who love it, I know this is a lot of information. Take it in. And again, disclaimer, we're not financial analysts, or not financial analysts, I'm so sorry. We're not financial advisors. We do not give financial advices, okay? This channel, everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only and for shits and giggles only, okay? Alright guys, comment down below your questions, comment down below about my video or our video to, as a community to the CEO of Meta Materials, and I think it will be very beneficial for us and for him, and comment them down below about your questions or anything you want to ask us about, and anything you want to ask us about, maybe Torch or Meta Materials, investment strategy, or anything that you're confused about, ask them. We read all your comments. And maybe we're gonna need a Discord moderator, but we haven't decided when we're gonna push the Discord channel out yet. We're definitely gonna make a Patreon and the Discord. We're probably gonna make a Twitter account. So stay tuned and smash that like button for us, please. And please share this video to other people, because I don't think any YouTubers actually do those kind of analysis. And also I don't think a lot of institutions actually want you guys to know that you can actually do those analysis. But hey, I mean, I'm here for you guys, and we're in this together. And welcome to the Due Diligence family. And guess what, boys and girls? I will see you guys on the upside.